And so I just need to pull my periapsis so I get...
Well, no, you don't even need... You put your maneuver node at the degree marker,
Okay.
and then you burn prograde at that point.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Well, I think I'm a little bit ahead. You know what? Let's do this differently. Since I am so far ahead...
Oh, you know what? Maybe do I have the... Am I backwards?
Oh, no, too far. Not paying attention.
So 35... Maybe I think I'm backwards.
What do you mean?
Well, because when I pull the secondary orbit actually has me getting closer to Eve.
You might be backwards.
Yes. Maybe I'm just not at... That's 90. 45 degrees. I'm probably... Let's see here. Let's just... Whoop! Too far. So that would be 90 degrees. So that would be 45. And so that takes me...
All right. Let's warp a little closer to our apoapsis here.
Actually, I think... No, I had this right. I just don't think I had enough delta V in there. I should probably set Duna as target.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
I mean, that has me...
Bring this a little bit closer.
That has me intersecting Duna's... That has me intersecting Duna's...
It's a little tricky.
It is. I'm intersecting Duna's orbit. I was right. I just didn't, like, have enough delta V in there.
All right, that's about as close as we're going to get here. Okay, well, hopefully we do this right, because I did not put... I did not put solar panels on this thing. All right. Let's warp a little further along here.
Oh, I actually have the little target arrows. Let's drop the delta V a little bit. We're getting there. Lost my maneuver node. I think I need to give it a little bit more of a... No, don't do that.
All right, let's get rid of this big ugly stage. Let us point towards the target. Fire this bad boy up. All right, retrograde it is. And now we got to bring it closer together. Ah, the good old rendezvous dance.
Yep.
How's it going?
That's going good. I'm just
You kind of figuring it out?
yeah. Seems like I'm using an awful lot of Delta V though.
I mean, it should be.
Well, like 1900?
Yeah. Something like that.
According to this, it says I should be only it says like total Delta V is 1500.
I mean, that's if you do it perfect.
I shouldn't be off by that much. That's
You'd be surprised. Okay.
oh, maybe. Come on, get closer.
Swing it around again. Maybe we should probably use RCS here.
I hate having to keep zooming in every time I like hit a button.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So. Oop.
Okay. Final approach on the Duna or bust. With its very wide-eyed, smiling crew.
We are almost getting there. You start measuring this angle from? Because where do you start measuring this angle from? Is it the point that like you are on your orbital path, or
What do you mean? I don't understand.
well, where do you start? Like, oops, come on, give me. Like, is it the like I'm like on your orbital? Like, where do you start measuring the angle at?
What angle are you measuring?
The phase angle.
You don't measure the phase angle. You find that you use the planet and your orbit as a protractor. You find that degree and then you burn prograde
At
that spot.
At that spot on your orbit?
Yeah.
This straight edge to hold up to my monitor. So this is the direction.
Because burning prograde at that spot on your orbit gives you that ejection angle or whatever they're calling it.
Okay, all right. Maybe I'm It just seems like maybe I'm not at that particular angle.
You might be off a little bit. It's pretty easy to get off to not get the perfect spot because you're eyeballing it basically.
Yeah. But the good news is I'm much closer to its delta V estimate. Oh, come on.
I do sometimes miss the docking alignment mod.
Getting a sore mouse wheel. I can get the targets like so close.
Are you just using prograde and retrograde? Okay, I was going to say, because sometimes you need to use normal and anti-normal and radial and anti-radial to get the mark exactly. Sometimes it's also easier to just get it. I mean, in this situation, you're not going to be actually launching yet, but sometimes it's also easier to get it really close and then wait until you're out of Kerbin's sphere of influence to map it the rest of the way.
True. I mean, closest approach, separation. Geez, 353 million kilometers, or 353,000 kilometers seems like really far away, but it's closest approach, targeted closest approach. So let's.
All right, magnetic locked. So, I want to find the hatch, and we want to transfer to here.
180,000 kilometers, we're getting there.
Transfer to there. Transfer to there. All right, and now I want our wonderful pilot. Can I click on this hatch, please? Thank you. Pod bar, you are going to go back to the planet. Okay. Going to quick save. I'm going to back up the server because I've had issues on docking. And we're going to undock. I believe I've had issues on docking again. But as long as it wasn't for this ship, it's fine. Otherwise, it's just Podbar that's going to have problems. Map. Where is... No, I don't want to set as target. I want to switch to it. Can I switch to it, please? Thank you. Okay, no, I can't. All right.
No, that's way too out there.
Space Center. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. I'm messing with all of the variables here and seeing how they.
How much Delta V does that ship actually have?
Right now it has 26, or no. Delta V total 8,600.
Oh, okay. It's not really that much of a problem. Then, all right. Well, I need to restart my game. So that has that much Delta V. We could probably send that one ahead. We probably don't have to wait for the actual window, since that doesn't actually need to come back.
True, yes. We can always... Does it have a docking
And that
port
one
on it?
also doesn't need to dock to anything ever.
Yes. Does that
because
have
it's only for mapping, so it doesn't matter. And
True.
No, it doesn't have a docking port on it.
Because I was going to say we could transfer fuel to it.
We won't need to transfer fuel to it. I mean,
okay.
It's got 8,000 Delta V.
Transfer fuel from it.
From it. We probably won't need to do that either. And realistically, we're not going to want to even attempt to rendezvous with it because it's going to be in a polar orbit.
True.
So if you find a spot and you can, get an encounter.
I haven't gotten an encounter yet. I'm very, very close.
Mm-hmm. What's your separation?
Right now it's at 621,000 kilometers, but I've had better. But I'm only using 1,100 Delta V right now.
What's your difference in if you look at the map, does it say what your ascending and descending nodes would be?
No, it doesn't. I don't think it does. If it does, I don't know where it would say that.
It probably doesn't because you're still in Kerbin's orbit.
Yeah. So let's... No, don't do that. How badly did that mess everything up? What mode did I even put this in? All right, since we're kind of...
All right, back in the game. Let's go see if we can rescue Podbar.
All right, so I'm going to put my straight edge against it. So 45 degrees is halfway in between 90, and so I got to go just 10 degrees below that. It should be right here. So if we just break slowly increase our increase our velocity here.
All right, where are we? There's our apoapsis. Let's just warp to our apoapsis.
See there?